Hello, this is Jim Kellner. Thank you for joining me for this guided meditation, a virtual vacation to a warm and sunny beach somewhere right there in your own mind. A virtual vacation where you can let go of that which needs to be let go of, like stress, worry, any anxieties. A virtual vacation where you can pick up anything that you need, a souvenir perhaps, a bit of extra confidence, a feeling of empowerment, a deep knowing within you that you can handle any situation and any person, helping you to more effectively deal with any challenges that come your way. I recommend that you listen to this recording while sitting or lying down, relaxing. Listening with headphones is best, but it's not necessary. I strongly recommend that you not listen to this recording while driving a car or any kind of an automobile, or operating any kind of heavy machinery at all. Because some people will find that they relax so deeply that they drift into sleep or simply zone out. If you ever have any trouble imagining the things that I talk about during this recording, that's okay. You can just pretend, and it will have the exact same effect. For more information on this and other tools for transformation, please visit jimkellner.com. And as you're settling down now, beginning the process of relaxation, you might just let those eyes close and let the body sink down a bit into that surface beneath you. You could take a few deep, relaxing breaths and then make a scan through the entire body. A scan from the top of your head all the way down to the bottoms of your feet and the tips of your fingers, searching for any areas of stress or tension in the body. And if you should notice any at all, you can try to tighten up the muscles in that area and then release them. That's right, just like that. Sometimes the best way to release tension in a muscle is to flex it first. So why don't we take a moment now to just tighten up the whole body? You can take in a nice deep breath first, and then tighten up the body, holding that breath for just a moment. And then as you release that flexation of muscles, allow the breath to come out now. Release the breath with a sigh. That's right. Just like that. Don't worry if you missed a bit of that, because we're going to do it 2 more times. Get ready now. Take in a nice deep breath. Hold it while flexing all of the muscles of the body. And then exhale with a sigh as you release those muscles now. That's right. Just like that. Just like that. All right, now, one more time. Taking in a nice deep breath. This time, hold it to the mental count of 3 as you flex all the muscles of the body. And then, let it all out and release the tension. Release that flexation of muscles. That's right. Probably noticing that you're going even deeper down into relaxation as the whole body begins to relax more and more. And throughout your daily life, you can do this anytime that you like. And I'd like you to just consider something for a moment. Consider the possibility that you could be in a beautiful, magnificent, wonderful garden. A tropical garden with big, beautiful, exotic flowers. Some palm trees, lush green grass. And perhaps you can even begin to smell the smell of those exotic, lovely flowers. Perhaps you can hear some songbirds now chirping in the background. And feel that grass beneath your feet. I wonder if you've decided to go barefoot on this virtual vacation. You could certainly be wearing sandals or shoes or anything at all. Why, you might even begin to notice that you're floating a little bit above the ground. Interesting things happen on this virtual vacation. Good, that's right. You're doing perfectly. Just relaxing and letting go. And out in the distance there, perhaps you can see that you're on the top of a little hill, and down below, a short ways away, is a beautiful sandy beach. One of those beautiful white sandy beaches. And a beautiful blue ocean. Topped by a big, beautiful sky. With some big puffy white clouds. Good. That's right. I wonder if you wanted to take a moment to go and smell a couple of those flowers individually. You don't have to, of course, but it might be interesting to do so. Good, that's right. You're doing perfectly. And you could really pay attention to the feeling of the warm sun on your skin, just the right temperature. Maybe you can feel a light breeze. And you can take a bit of time if you'd like. You can even touch those flowers. Feel the leaves. Notice how interesting they feel. You might just send a bit of love to those flowers right now. Just send them some love and some appreciation for the beauty and the wonderful smell that they provide. And then and maybe you find yourself sort of dancing around a bit like a child does with their arms outstretched, feeling all of the plants, taking in all of the smells and the sounds. Isn't it fun to just let go like you perhaps did as a child? Maybe you've got a big smile on your face as you twirl a bit, when you suddenly notice a path that's going down that hill, down to that beautiful white beach that meets that big, beautiful pool of ocean water. The magnificence of the ocean out there in the distance, perhaps calling to you. Maybe you'd like to go down that little path now, so you begin to make your way along that path. It's an easy journey, and you're welcome to hover a bit above the ground if that's easier, if you'd like. In fact, the more relaxed you become, perhaps the higher up you float. Good. And you pass some of that tall grass that's often found around a beautiful beach. You begin to notice certain things, and certain things call your attention. Very good. And you have a feeling within you that you're in the right place at just the right time, and that on this journey you're totally and completely in control of everything that you see, hear, feel, everything that you do, because I'm simply your guide. And if you'd like, you can walk down that path as it winds its way down that little hill until you reach the beautiful white sand, so clean looking, so brilliant, with shimmering speckles attracting your attention. And perhaps you'd like to walk out into that sand and feel that sand push up between your toes. Unless you'd rather wear some sandals or some shoes or even some boots, or maybe you'd prefer to just continue to hover. It's all up to you. And you could walk lazily along because you have nothing else to think about, nothing else to do. It's just your time. Your time to relax, to let go, to rejuvenate and energize yourself. Excellent. Now you may find it interesting to walk a little closer to that ocean as you see the gentle waves coming in. It's a very gentle surf, and those waves are splashing up on the ocean, just gently though. It might be fun to walk out in those waves just a bit, but you certainly don't have to. You could continue walking along on the sandy beach or floating there. If you'd like, you could feel the coolness of the waves lapping at your ankles. You could take in a deep breath and notice the smell of the salty air. And that salty air just reminds you to Breathe. That's right. Breathing deeply. Breathing all the way in slowly, comfortably. Enjoying the feeling of the warmth around you and the different textures that you experience as you walk along. The dry sand, the wet sand, the feeling of the water, the feeling of a gentle breeze. And I wonder if you might like to rest a bit. I wonder if you might want to just rest and watch those waves. And as soon as that thought comes into your mind, you notice a relaxing looking Shaes Lounge. It looks very comfortable. Plenty of cushions. The light blanket if you need it. And you notice that there's a small table next to it where someone has placed a cool, refreshing glass of water. And you suddenly find that you're a bit thirsty and wouldn't it be nice to just lie down and drink that big, cool glass of water? So you make your way over to that lounge chair. You lie down comfortably. And you can watch the waves. And you can drink that water. And you're reminded that water is so refreshing. In fact, you realize that you enjoy drinking water more than anything else, really, because it is so cool, so refreshing. And as you set the glass back down, you suddenly feel a sense of calm. A sense of lightness within you, as if you might just float up at any minute to join those big puffy white clouds, because you've noticed that all the burdens of the day, all of the worries and cares are just slipping away. And so as you lie there in that lounge, you can watch the waves going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And it occurs to you now that if you'd like, you could release any more worries, fears, or anxieties. You could release them right up to those big puffy white clouds. You could send them right up there. That's right. You could send them right up to those big puffy white clouds, and because those are special clouds. Those clouds can absorb all of the stuff, all of the negativity, all of the unwanted thoughts, cares, and concerns. So you can just let them all go now. Would that be good for you? Would it be good for you to just let them drift right up there now? I bet you'd begin to feel even lighter as as they began drifting up to those big puffy white clouds. Perhaps you've noticed one puffy white cloud in particular. Perhaps it's called your attention. You might even label it your favorite big puffy white cloud, and that's your own special cloud. Because any time that you have any unwanted thoughts, cares, or concerns, you can send them right up to your special cloud. And when you do so, you might notice that it becomes a bit gray or a bit darker as it begins to take in all that stuff. All of that unwanted, unnecessary stuff. And when you're ready, you can send it away. You can send it away knowing that it'll come back any time that you need it. But for right now, wouldn't it be nice to just send it away so you no longer even have to think about those things anymore, that stuff anymore? And so you can simply tell it to go now. And it will drift away. And you can watch it drifting, getting smaller and smaller the further away it goes. And the further away it goes, the more relaxed you feel, the more confident, the more empowered you feel. Good, that's right. Just like that, just sending your special cloud away, because it'll come back anytime that you need it. But for right now, you can send it all away. Nothing else to think about. Nothing else to do. This is your time. Your time to relax and recharge. And as it drifts away, you may find another smile forming on your lips. And it feels good to smile and to just close your eyes there in that wonderful, relaxing place so that you can take a little nap now. It might be nice to just drift off in this place where you know that you're safe. You know that you're comfortable. You know that you know what you know. And that which you don't know doesn't really matter, because you don't know that you don't know. But knowing that you're safe, protected, and comfortable is the most important thing to know. And as you relax and drift off into a dreamy, daisy, dreamy state, you begin to get an image of something. You begin to get an image of that thing that you need right now in your life. And each time that you listen to this, that thing could be different, because you may need different things at different times. But right now you see so clearly that thing that you need in your life. Perhaps it's confidence, or love, empowerment, faith, a sense of belonging. It could be anything at all. And it's right there in your mind, right there before you. You can see it, feel it, hear it, as if it were something tangible, as if you could hold it in your hands, and you can reach out and you can grab it. But that's not all. Because maybe there's something else that you need. And so you can have that too. In fact, on this virtual vacation, you can take 3 things that you need. And perhaps they're represented by some sort of an object. Something that one might pick up at a souvenir stand. Or perhaps it's just a feeling within you, a knowing. But you can take all the time that you need now as you continue relaxing to decide what 3 things that you need to take away today. What 3 souvenirs are you going to grasp, to latch on to? They become crystallized in your mind. And you know immediately what it is. That first thing, and perhaps the other 2 things come just as quickly, or perhaps that takes a few moments to become clear. Right. And now you're going to need a way to remember these things when you leave this virtual vacation. But I don't know if you want these things to be represented by something that you might see or hear or just feel, but whatever it is that you need, you have it now. You can take these with you so that you get exactly what you need each and every time that you listen to this guided meditation, this virtual vacation. Right. And then, because time could be a bit distorted in this wonderful place, you can take all the time that you need to integrate these things that you need into your body and mind right here, right now. And then you can just relax. Because a few moments here can feel like hours, days have gone by. A few moments in your waking world could seem like months or years in this place. And you may need a nice long nap. You may need to sleep for several hours or several days or even a week to catch up on all the sleep that you need. You can do that now. Right now, in fact, I'm going to pause for a moment to allow you to do that. Good. And as you're lying there now, you begin to feel like it's time to wake up. You begin to feel like you could stretch a bit, move around, and begin that walk or that float right back to that beautiful garden. And so you can get up and lazily take your time as you walk back through that sand, looking back from time to time at that beautiful place, which you know that you can visit any time that you want, any time that you need to. And you make your way up the path, up that gentle hill, again passing the tall grass and coming back into that beautiful, wonderful garden. Good. And I wonder if there's another flower you'd like to smell or another leaf you'd like to touch before you come back to your regular workaday life. You can take all the time that you need to explore, to enjoy. Good. And taking in a nice deep breath, again smelling those beautiful exotic island flowers, and again reminding yourself of those things that you're taking back with you, those souvenirs, because you get to use them now. You can place them in areas that you're going to be reminded of this special place, this wonderful place, this relaxing place, so safe, so comfortable. And you realize that you can come back to your regular life now, if you'd like, or you could stay here for as long as you'd like. You could even fall into a deep, refreshing sleep. It's all up to you. It's all up to you now. Coming back to your normal state, your regular place. Staying here or drifting into a deep, refreshing sleep. Whichever you choose, I thank you for joining me on this guided meditation, this virtual vacation.